This is a photo taken from behind Scottsdale's Garden Centre, somewhere between Scottsdale's Garden Centre and the Village Hall in Horningsea. This tree kind of it sits on the corner, I think, of Scottsdale's Garden Centre property, and you're looking south here towards Honeyhill, the A14, just in the direction of the Wilbrahams, I suppose. Quay is to the left over here. The reason I took this picture is that we wanted to see what the impact on the view was of these pylons, and we've been told these pylons here are 20 meters tall. And yes, they do impact the view, of course, but you can see through them fairly well. They don't disrupt the view that much. What is interesting to know is that from this viewpoint here, where I'm stood on the corner of the field, is the distance to the pylon is 925 meters or so, as measured by something I did in Google Earth. So they are actually nearer than the view to the new wastewater treatment plant, which will be approximately 1500 meters away from here. You know, the center of the site, the edge of the site will be nearer. In fact, the edge of the site is nearly as close as the pylons are. So what does that mean? Well, let's have a look at the model, and we can see here that I took the picture from approximately the corner of this red piece of indicated land. By the way, I have tried to trace out the Horningsea circumference of the village in the green area here. These red areas are areas that are part of a call for sites with for housing development, as is this large area here. They were proposed as calls for sites. They're not actually going to they're not actually yet selected. So we've recently tried to map out what that would what the impact would be on the village, but that is not related to the sewage works, which are here indicated. The site is indicated in blue, and I have put some digester towers on here just to give us an indication of how large these are and from where you can see them. So the photograph you saw just now was a photograph of the pylons that sit here. This is the pylon that was most prominently seen in the photo, and you can see the line along which the electricity cables are running here, and along which the pylons are situated. So if we then zoom in just here on that location where I took the photograph, you can see that's Scottsdale's Garden Centre there, and there's a piece of land, a field here with the corner and the tree line. That tree I indicated earlier is this tree over here, and so I took the photograph from approximately this location. And let me just see if I can tilt the view so that we can see those digester towers. Now I'm obviously high above the ground, so I'm going to go down to the ground so you can see what the view would be like. And those towers are approximately 1500 meters away from here, so nearly a full mile. 1600 and something meters is a mile, right? So because the landscape is so flat, that is quite prominent on the horizon. The towers are 26 meters. The pylons, which I haven't drawn in here yet, are 20 meters tall. And you can just see that pylon line here skirting the blue area. So I wanted to just show you that and give you some idea of what the photograph shows you and how the digester towers might be visible should they be built completely above ground. So that's the view from the photograph, and this is the view from that location where the photograph was taken. So this is the view and that's the photograph. Thank you for watching.